We're the Knights of the Drunk Watch.
And now our talk begins.
So, is everyone who uses the Rico app one of the 1 out of 10? Is that who they are? Is that how Insight keeps tabs on them? Like, here's some crime. Here's some crime.
Because it utilizes the controllable outliers to conquer the uncontrollable ones.
It specifically tells them to make money, motherfucker.
Right.
Not here's some crime.
The Rico app was specifically designed to send the outliers they controlled after the outliers they needed to take out.
Yeah.
It wasn't like keep them busy. It was literally, oh, we got a job for you. Pick one. And, it was like, go take care of some outliers. They just didn't know what they were doing.
It was fighting criminals because people who do crime are outliers.
Mm-hmm. But it's interesting to see like the crime in this society has been controlled this whole time and was used to serve a greater purpose. Mm-hmm. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, but I will say I don't believe all of the Rico users were those 1 in 10 successful candidates. I think it was literally just kind of like, how do we find a way to get the problem to solve itself? We have the problem start decimating itself. I think the app, I don't think Caleb's like the blonde-haired short girl from Ready Player One. I don't think she was a 1 out of 10 outlier. I think she was just another outlier using the system as a way to advance herself in her thoughts, but actually being used by the program to do what the program wanted, which was get the job done. I think Caleb just happened to be an outlier being used to take out other outliers.
No, because they even say we used the people who were fixed to hunt the others.
Well, yeah, but we used the people who were fixed to hunt the others. But that's not saying we used only the people who we fixed to hunt the others. That's simply saying...
I think what Travis is saying is they invented this app where deviant people could make money so they could hide the fact that the outlier hunters were using it to hunt outliers.
No, and I believe Travis...
Like, it wasn't exclusively outlier hunters who were using it. It was just that was the system they were using.
Yeah, it was both outliers and outlier hunters using it to do one thing.
Travis, you could also argue that like they created a crime app to see, hey, if one of the normals uses it, maybe we need to recalculate their path or whatever. It could be also, the perfect bait to uncover outliers still in the system.
Well, and the whole point of outliers is getting them out of the system. So having them using Rico, when they're not using Rico, they're doing other outlier shit they're not supposed to be doing, and Rehoboam wouldn't allow for that. So it would only make sense that the people who they can control are the ones using Rico, which is easy enough to do since they control all the phones also. So they can just control who gets access to the app.
But remember, there's levels of the Rico app. You can rob the old lady on the side of the street, or you can abduct the businessman and, cut off his balls. You've got different levels of, how Rico do you want to Rico it?
Well, no. Yeah, but all of those could be the un-AR'd outliers.
But what else is interesting?
Exactly. Everybody could be an outlier. It doesn't necessarily have to be only the hunters doing the hunting. Mm-hmm. I think literally a program set out there to capture all outliers.
So he's like saying, like, those first 2 people that Caleb worked with, that when they robbed the ATM, they were outliers that were out in the world using the system. They weren't reprogrammed people.
I think they were. I think all of the Uber drivers have been reprogrammed. All of the writers may or may not be outliers, but I think all of the drivers are absolutely reprogrammed people because Rehoboam wouldn't allow non-reprogrammed outliers to exist in the world. they would either try and control them, or they would put them in stasis.
Well, maybe they were controlling them by they were using the app and taking the jobs, and Rehoboam was assigning the jobs.
When they're not using the Rico app, then they're doing other shit. Like reproducing even.
But Dolores said when she was dressing Caleb's other associates down, she said, "You're doing to the blonde one," who Travis pointed out was H from Ready Player One. Dolores said something about your golden boy brother, who she was doing all this for. Every Rico operator, outlier has somebody they're doing it for, somebody they're trying to get this money for to get them a better life. Francis had it for a son. Caleb has it for a mother. His associate had it for her brother or whatever. There's some system of control even with the outliers in there, and I think that's what it is. I think the best ones have a backstory, if you will. One of their keystones, one of their cornerstones, thank you, Zach, is that they have somebody close to them who's a blood relative that they're doing this for to justify it. And again, it all goes back to the possibility of Caleb being a host, or, this world's version of a host, which is somebody who has been reprogrammed through the AR therapy to, believe one set of beliefs and to care about one thing to drive them, or to be their anchor to do the things and justify to themselves, this is why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Kate, there's so much at play.
Yeah, Kate, I'm not saying that the 1 out of 10s are or not using the program. I'm saying that they are. They for sure are. They're the hunters.
The only ones who are the Uber drivers.
That's what I'm saying is not true. I think it's also being thrown out to all other outliers that have not been controlled since the end of the Solomon Project